What have you got there, mate? Welcome back to another episode of Why Do We Play With Cars? Oh, this is exciting.
Wrapping on this.
Oh, head gasket, Dan. Why would we have a head gasket here, Dan, and the car's still on the dyno? That doesn't make any sense.
Coolant pressure problems.
Very serious ones. So these gaskets are Saruda, are they, or some bloody thing? Now inside there's 2 layers on top. This is going to be really hard to see. 2 layers on top, and then basically the thickness layer in the middle, I think, which determines the thickness, and then another sealing layer underneath. But in between the 2 top sealing layers, there's also another ring. Really hard to see. Just see it there. Compared to the Kinetic, which is just 3 layers, looks like, don't know. I wouldn't have a clue. They just look like sort of 3 sealing layers as such. I'm not sure. So we're going to sand it again. What do you reckon? Give it another hit. So we'll just blame it on the gasket maybe. That's all we can do for now. If it does it again, we'll come up with another excuse. Mate of mine, old Jordan, with an MR2, heaps of horsepower in that little car. It's a real cool, no prep, bit of a racer. He recommended this gasket, so thanks for all your help with all that. We'll try it out for a run. The front bumper's all ready to get a bit of engine enamel smacked on it again, so looks pretty rough the way it's sitting there, probably because it is a little bit, but it'll work for what we do, and we're sort of running out of time, so we've got to pick our battles. If we can get this on at least, and we can go driving on Sunday. We've just got to, I can tidy this up one day when we're back down the track, so that's not an issue. Oh, she's all witch primed up. I'm wondering if I should just leave it like that, eh? Oh, that looks better. It's not joint with a bit of aluminium anymore. What do you reckon, Dan?
I reckon we're ready for auto salon.
Auto salon, you reckon?
Show and shine.
I don't think we're going to get very far there. Get some slimline plates one day. Drag challenge prep. Why do we do it? What's more important, Bex? The Barbie or the fuel?
No, we'll keep the Barbie.
Keep the Barbie, bugger the fuel. Sunday morning, what are we up to, boys?
A little cruise today.
I'm going to jump in the aircon.
You get the aircon, we get the,
Get the hot box,
yeah, it's not going to be nice. Hopefully we make it to Toowoomba. First time it's ever driven on the road. We've never actually driven it on the street before, but we think we better get a few Ks up on it so we know it's going to be capable of what we need it to do in 2 weeks' time. Oh, we made it to our first set of traffic lights. That's a bonus. Oh. Well, we're 5 minutes in. I don't want to get too excited yet, but stuff's looking pretty good. We just got our speedo sort of working. Lucky we put this button in. Oh, that's drony. So we've made it to stop 1. What do you reckon so far, Dan? What's the census?
Hey?
What's the census, mate? Driving all right?
Beautiful.
What's the vibration?
Like a brand new one. Nah, it's pretty good. 100 k's an hour, just cruising along. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's actually really nice and quiet to drive.
Sits at about 3,200 revs, 85 degrees, 83 degrees temp. It's holding about 13 pound coolant pressure at that, so it's sort of staying stable, which is the main thing. We just had a light not working on the back, so we just fixed that at a servo, and then we'll head up to Toowoomba. So yeah, down the track, there's actually still signs of rat shit. I've seen it in the back. I don't know where it's coming from. The whole car was stripped and we did not come across any rats, dead or alive. So I'm not sure there, Bex. You haven't got a pet rat in there, do you, mate?
Pet rat?
Yeah. Alright, now 50 k's in, so far so good. about, Dan?
Bottom of the range.
Bottom of the range. What do you reckon, Bags? Is it more comfortable in there or in here, you reckon? We nearly ran over a goanna. That was a bit of a laugh. What do you reckon about that goanna on the road?
The car cleaned it up behind me.
Oh. So we're about to go up one of the steepest hills that probably in southeast Queensland anyway. So that's a good test. If we can get up there, it means we'll be able to, we should be able to tow a trailer around. We'll give it a nudge. So we're on the range, or the beginning of it anyway. Starting at 93 degrees, gearbox temp. Coolant temp is 91. Coolant pressure temp out. We have seen a bit higher than that, but it seemed to drop down after it's relieved. 94 in the gearbox temp. Ta-da! So we got to 95, 96. Coolant temp coming up here. 102 in the gearbox, which is right into the cooler. So that's the hottest possible point. So I'm pretty happy with that, I think. A few rattles going on in here, but that's about the worst of it. The beautiful city of Toowoomba. It's nearly time to try out them AU brakes, mate, going down the range. Well, it's breakfast time. We made it, but we haven't made it back. So we're halfway there. Tiny bit of a leak from the trans somewhere, which is pretty factory on these power glides. So we'll just throw a leader in it, recheck it and see where it's at. Mate, we didn't do the token thing every other YouTuber does, mate. It goes through the drive-through. We actually went in. We weren't lazy like all you guys. We didn't want to annoy the staff so they don't spit on our burgers. See you later, Toowoomba. We had a great time here. Very steep. How's that pedal feel there, Dad?
Your brakes just
Pretty
made
good,
into
mate.
windows, I reckon.
I reckon we're going to get no worries. Oh, we're down the bottom of the range. 70 degrees, coolant pressure. Brakes work like a dream. We're on our way back to the coast. Oh, rattle number one. We've been trying to find that all day. It's gone. Bloody great nomads. Just pulled some fuel out just so when it's driving along, it's going to be a bit better on fuel for us at the speed. So that's with the brake, sorry, with the exhaust bypass valve closed right there. Now we open it. I don't know how it tells you on camera, but then I'll run it, then I'll flick it off. Now, the only thing we've got to do is center for aircon, we've figured out. We're up to 91 degrees now, but we haven't stopped the whole way back. So we've done a good 110k, I'd say, if not a bit more. Lucky we caught bags that are flying up. He's got off the pool. So the only issue we had was a drive-by-wire, bit of an issue. It happened twice.
Is it the pedal or the motor?
We don't know. It's through about 5 codes, all drive-by-wire related. So we'll do a bit of homework into that and just see what we can figure it out, I think. Call that a success, or what would you call it, guys?
There was no car trail, so it's a win.
Yeah, that is a win.
300k's return, and there wasn't really any problems, so
That's a good point.
happy days.
Puts a bit more confidence in the team anyway.
We can make it go faster.
Hey!
Yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it all day of the week. So we've got a bit of a week ahead of us, getting it back into sort of race mode, bang all the chute back in, put the drip tray underneath and all bits and pieces. Saturday we'll be at the track for a test and tune, hopefully all going to plan. We'll get it back on the dyno this week and just recheck. Yeah, driving to the track. we're starting to get cocky now, eh?
We'll do it 5 times in a few weeks.
That's and then if we get we'll just get a car to bring all the tyres and everything out and a few tools and hope for the best, I suppose. It'd be awesome to go there, do an 8-second pass and drive it home without too much hiccups, because that's what we've got to do in 2 weeks from now anyway. 3 weeks from now I think we've got until we're down in Melbourne. So bit of a push, but it's all starting to come together. See you on the next